What is that? Oh,
bruh.
What is that?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, of course I am your favorite random man, future king of YouTube, Terrence Woods is in this here Le building today. Alright guys, so let's cut right into it. Alright, let's talk about Secret Invasion. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all. For me, I enjoy Secret Invasion.
What did he say?
All up to episode 6. And I think the one thing that really bothers me, like, I enjoy all up to episode 5. I mean, 1 through 5 was great to me. I enjoy episode 5, but I know, and I don't believe in Rotten Tomatoes critic score or audience scores. I'm more so will believe the audience score than the critic score. But I think at one point it was like at a 50, 55. Then like episode 2 went down to like 30s and 40s. I can't remember. So I think it got to episode 5 again. And episode 5 was back in the 50s. Again, this is the critic score that they're talking about. And so when they get to episode 6, the last thing I found out the rating was like for the critic score was like an 8. So y'all know me. I'm a Marvel fan. I generate more towards Marvel anyway. Y'all know me on this channel that I'll say MCU is in a better spot than DC is. But with these shows, it's like the comics. Like when if they do like a certain event or a certain run of a comic book character, it may, depending on what comic book it is, it may have a good start, but it just crashed at the ending, because the ending part was for me, and I'm gonna really with episode 6 what really bothered me. First and foremost, I was like, wait, before I get to episodes, like teasing Gaia's dead. Like y'all showed it in the trailer, but I want to say maybe episode 3 or possibly 4. Gaia gets shot, and I'm like, she's not dead. Y'all showed her in the trailer. Now what I did thought at first is that maybe it's a scroll disguising themselves as Gaia, so Gaia can get away. That's what I thought, but I was like, nah, she's all through the trailer. Like there's no way in the world that Gaia's dead. So again, with the trailer, y'all really mess yourselves up with that, because like I get it. They're trying to pull a wool over our eyes with that. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work. Another thing is, which I'm mad that no one in this show got on Nick Fury about. I want to say maybe episode 1. No, I didn't know. I'm sorry, episode 2. I want to say episode 2 when Nick Fury and Talos, they were they was on the train, and pretty much Talos said, hey, you know, we got like over like 1 million scrolls here, and pretty much they had, you know, and pretty much Nick Fury said like Talos believed that they can have good relations between scrolls and human, but Nick Fury says like, hey, he's like, say there's no way a scroll and humans can coexist. That's not going to happen. Then later on in that same episode, Nick Fury is married to a scroll. So I'm like, and then I think what's even bothered me even more with that, no one called out Nick Fury on that, and I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like Nick Fury was very hypocritical to me, and I feel like somebody should have at least called him out on that. And I guess I'm assuming, playing devil's advocate here, I'm assuming that no one knew that Nick Fury. No, I'll take that. But the Skrulls know who Nick Fury's wife was, Vara. So I'm like, come on, man. Somebody like really like catch him on that. So that's another thing that bothered me. Then the whole talk about Rhodey. I mean, I'm happy I was right that Rhodey was, or a lot of us was right. Rhodey is a Skrull, but the biggest topic is how long Rhodey has this Rhodey has been a Skrull. So my thought process is that people say it's after Civil War. I think it's after Endgame, but I see why people were saying Civil War because Rhodey was he had a hospital gown on, so that's what people assuming is after Civil War. I think it's after Endgame, and then Falcon and Winter Soldier, and now, because I really believe they. This is what I think. Rhodey was just getting a checkup, and that's when the Skrulls kind of took in. Like I said, I love. I do like the villain at Gravik. I think he was pretty good. I don't know. I can't remember. Was there another Super Skrull? But I'm gonna say so then like the whole fight scene and like the setup. Okay, the setup for the fight was. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. The fight was to me was pretty good. It was. I'd say it was better than the Batman versus Superman fight and Batman versus Superman. It would feel like an MMA fight, knockout in the first round. So that's what it felt like to me. But I really want. The fight was okay. CGI was okay. So. This is like, if y'all know the Super Skrull has all the abilities of the Fantastic Four. So granted, they couldn't use the Fantastic Four, but not yet anyway, because they didn't establish them in the MCU. So I get why they use different, like from the Hulk, Thor, and all these other characters during the end of Endgame, because Nick Fury pretty much says like, hey, no, we use the Harvest just to like this, like my backup plan, stuff like that. Some people think that Nick Fury betrayed them. I don't think that's the case. I just think it was a backup plan, maybe to make new Avengers, just because he couldn't get the other guys back. So I think that's what was going on with that. The one thing, man, is like, so Gravik has all these powers, and eventually, like at the end of the scene where Gravik he's talking to Nick Fury, and he gives pretty much is Gaia in disguise. I believe like everyone called it because everybody figured, oh, it's going to be Gaia taking on Gravik. So Gravik has all the powers of pretty much almost every hero, every villain in the MCU. So when using the Harvest, Gaia has that same ability too, but they trick Gravik. So this is my thing, and this is one thing that kind of bothers me. Your villain somewhat has to be OP. He has to be some type of threat. And I feel like with Gravik, you established that. I think that was cool. The problem is Gaia has the same ability as Gravik, and she's OP. Now, don't you remember? And I said this I talked about this in my Endgame. I think I did an Endgame review. I want to say I did. If I did it, I need to. But but I feel like that when Captain Marvel Carol Danvers came flying from the sky, and she one-shots some of Thanos' ships. That wasn't my problem. That wasn't my issue. My problem was when they're trying to force Carol Danvers to be this super power OP character, and it's Thanos has to use the Power Stone to knock back Carol. I'm like, bro, like, I get it. They're trying to take they do their own storytelling in the MCU. I get that part. The one part I don't get, nor do I understand, is like Thanos is a threat even without the Infinity Stones. Now, this is what I'm saying. Like, even with the Super Skrull, he was a threat. He had the powers of the Fantastic Four. I believe he had more training with that as well. But so when you made, and I think this is the problem that the MCU have, because now they gotta figure out, okay, we got an OP character. Now we gotta make a villain, or make this villain character an OP character. When I say that they put, it's like when this is not against JoJo's. I love JoJo. It's like when you see Araki. Like, all right, how we gonna make this new villain a threat? then he make him OP. Like even with Drono going against Emperor King, King Chris. I'm gonna say King Chris for my sake. Jesus, yeah. But I feel like they written themselves in a hole with this. Cause now who's going to stop this character? Cause at one point they were saying, Captain Marvel is the OP character, and I'm like no, like we don't want that. See, I get you make villains OP, and yeah, sometimes and the heroes can get a better chance. Let's say, and just hear me out, guys. Let's just say, for example, okay, Gaia, she got the ability, but she only have like, let's say, Gravik has special training to take all these abilities in, for example, and let's say Gaia takes it, but she will have like just a select 4, and I feel like maybe people will be more acceptable of that, and that's why I think people really don't like. Yeah, even though the fight was short, but this is the problem I have with Marvel when they 6 episodes. Is nothing can really be fleshed out in 6 episodes. Cause now 9 times out of 10, because the first episode is like almost like an hour long. Then 2 through 6 it's like 30 plus, like 38 minutes or 35 minutes, where however long it was. So for me, I think it's really it's bad. I think it's bad. So and then a lot of maybe besides Kamala, maybe Jennifer Walters, I believe with these female leads, I think people want to, like, I'm gonna be real, when it comes to these shows, these MCU shows, I want them to succeed. I really do. I want y'all to hear me. I want them to succeed. Because this is like, with some of these MCU shows, I've been maybe 50-50 on them, maybe. Some rank higher than others in my eyes. But regardless of some of the ladies in the MCU shows or some movies, they don't struggle. Like, I'm not saying Emilia Clarke is bad. I enjoy her as Guy. I really did. It just, I feel like when she got the scroll power, she used to know how to use it. Like, maybe to show like there's no flaw with these kids. They don't show how to use these powers. Like, maybe with the fight with Guy had with Gravik, maybe it's showing like she can't really hold on to the powers like as much as Gravik has. Like, if they would further explain that, maybe it would have been something easy. Like, Guy got to not only overcome Gravik, but she's like, okay, I got to figure out how to control these powers. And that's what I feel like with some of these ladies in the MCU. You look at I feel like Kamala Khan. She trained herself. She still messed up. She still kept messing up. So I was okay with that. Kate Bishop had a hard she had a hard time fighting Black Widow's sister, but still like where you learn how to train? Because in the comics, I want to say Hawkeye trained her, and so on and so forth. Was something like, bro, only reason I know how issue with Wanda, because she trained herself. She trained in the mat using the magic. I mean, she got, and then she trained with Hydra, so they help her work, like they not help her use it to their own benefit. If y'all get what I'm saying. But long story short, it's just like with these female or strong female characters, only thing they have an issue with is confidence, and I think that's when, like, yeah, that can be added to the list, but you want these characters to struggle. Like, I would literally look at some characters like Daisy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She didn't want to say that she was an Inhuman. She had a hard time using or controlling her powers, because she had to wear certain gauntlets to help kind of mediate it. So that's my thoughts on that. And lastly, what I want to add, because there's more stuff I want to add to this, the kiss. That was so awkward. And one of my good buddies, One Man 88, he and I both say, I do believe that Victoria Alonso has some say in that, because that kiss looked awkward. It looked weird, man. I did not like it at all. I'm being real with y'all. I was not a big fan of that. And I'm like, yo, it just, I don't know, it just awkward. But all in all, like, it crashed and burned. The final episode crashed and burned. Like, you got a villain who's OP, but get easily dominated. Sure, the fight was kind of backfired. Again, like I said, it was a good fight, but it didn't leave a lasting impression, is what I'm saying. So, let's get into the stuff right here, because the director, the showrunner of Secret Invasion, this dude literally had the gall to say the reason the show failed because the fans had high expectations. Look, and I did kind of comment on it. I was like, well, maybe you shouldn't direct no more Marvel shows, because when you directing these MCU shows, yes, the bar is set high, and I get we're not gonna get everything in there. I get that, because the original Secret Invasion comic book was great. I love the Secret Invasion books, but the problem is, like, bro, you're doing an MCU show, you're doing a Marvel show. You should know better. And I have a issue with these directors or showrunners saying that because it's the fans because they had a high expectation. I get mad about that. Don't blame the fans for your fault. Are there some bad fans out there? Yes, they are. But don't keep blaming the fans of your bad show. Now, another thing, I'm going to play a small clip of it. Ryan Kino. I hope I'm saying I feel like I'm saying this name wrong.
Secret Invasion director revealed the climactic fight in the Disney Plus series finale was the idea of Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige wanted the Super Skrull fight. Here's Ali Salim, the director, confirming that this was Kevin Feige's idea. It all starts with Kevin Feige, who says, we're going to have a Super Skrull fight, and all superpowers are fair game. I think it's actually the best communicated in the moment where Gravik takes the vial from Fury and puts it on the computer for analysis. We see, oh, it's all the superpowers. Yes.
Again, I think there's nothing wrong with that. It was a good idea. But he said it's like all powers are on the table. Now, let's play devil's advocate one more game. Let's just say, for instance, he's saying that to shift the blame on Kevin Feige and say like, oh, that's not my fault, it's his fault. But again, and I said so many times when I'm talking about the MCU, man, I said so many times to talk about it, I feel like when Kevin Feige is back, I feel like he was doing a good job and some stuff. But if this is true, then Kevin Feige, again, MCU is definitely more in bad shape than I thought it would be. And lastly with this, I said in the beginning of this, I do believe that the MCU is in a better spot than the DCU. I think someone said like they should go ahead and reset the MCU. You know, because all you're gonna do is going to be confusing. Because look what's going on with DC right now. Like James Gunn's rebooting it, and people have no faith in him. Honestly, the Loki season 2 trailer dropped. That boy looks great. The Marvels, I'm going to watch it because of Kamala Khan, Monica Rambeau, but I hope and pray to God it's good. And yes, you know the ending was leaked. I'm still going to give it a look. See, hopefully it's good. If you haven't seen that, please watch my reaction to that trailer. But yeah, I think MCU in retrospect is in a good spot, but I don't think with a decision like these. Now I know Daredevil Reborn or Daredevil Reborn, however they calling it, it's gonna have at least 13 episodes. I hope with these 13 episodes they have time to flesh out everything. That's what I'm hoping for. But right now, like, especially with all the stuff about pushing this agenda and stuff like that, it's not gonna work. Because you're alienating true fans, and I get Kevin Feige want to do his own thing with some of the stuff, but you can't keep doing that, and it's not gonna work. But anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Like I said, I actually did kind of good. I thought this was gonna be like over 2 minutes. But anyways, guys, I hope you like, share, subscribe. Come to the random side. We do have those cookies. Hashtag Victoria's Kitchen, and please, I'm gonna say it again. Please, you guys stay random, and I'll see you all in the next video. Y'all take it easy. Yeah, you.